Hi friends, I'm Pastor Mike. I'm the Associate Pastor at Yorkminster Presbyterian Church in Yorktown. But today I wanted to read you the story out here in nature. I'm at the Little Creek Reservoir Park in James City County, and I want to read you this story called Old Turtle. It talks about lots and lots of animals and how we need to get along. So, this is written by Douglas Wood and has beautiful watercolor paintings by Cheng Ki Chi. I hope I'm saying that right. And so I'll do my best to show you these incredible pictures as we go. Once, long ago, yet somehow not so very long, when all the animals and rocks and winds and waters and trees and birds and fish and all the beings of the world could speak. And they understood one another. Then there began an argument. It began softly at first, quiet as the first breeze that whispered, "He is a wind that is never still." Quiet as the stone that answered, "He is a great rock that never moves." Gentle as the mountain that rumbled, "God is a snowy peak high above the clouds." And the fish in the ocean that answered, "God is a swimmer in the dark blue depths of the sea." "No," said the star, "God is a twinkling and a shining far, far away." Dog interference. "No," replied the ant, "God is a sound and a smell and a feeling who is very, very close." Or maybe God is a dog. Can you see her? "God," said the antelope, "is a runner, swift and free, who loves to leap and race with the wind." "She is a great tree," murmured the willows, "a part of the world always giving and always growing." "You are wrong," argued the island. "God is separate and apart. God is like the shining sun, far above all things," said the blue sky. Although this sky is orange, isn't it? "No, he is a river who flows through the very heart of things," thundered the waterfall. "She is a hunter," roared the lion. "God is gentle," chirped the robin. "He is powerful," growled the bear. And the argument grew louder and louder and louder until... "Stop!" A new voice spoke. It rumbled loudly like thunder, and it whispered softly like butterfly sneezes. The voice seemed to come from, it seemed to come from Old Turtle. Now, Old Turtle hardly ever said anything, and certainly never argued about things like God. But now Old Turtle began to speak. I think Old Turtle is a tortoise. Maybe a sulcata. "God is indeed deep," Old Turtle said to the fish in the sea, "and much higher than high," she told the mountains. "He is swift and free as the wind and still as solid as a great rock," she said to the breezes and stones. "She is the life of the world," Turtle said to the willow, "always close by, yet beyond the farthest twinkling light," she told the ant and the star. "God is gentle and powerful, above all things and within all things. God is all that we dream of, all that we seek," said Old Turtle, "all that we come from and all that we can find. God is." Isn't that beautiful, all the animals gathering together in front of Old Turtle? Old Turtle had never said so much before. All the beings of the world were surprised and became very quiet. But Old Turtle had one more thing to say. There will soon be a new family of beings in the world, she said, and they will be strange and wonderful. They will be reminders of all that God is. They will come in many colors and shapes, with different faces and different ways of speaking. Their thoughts will soar to the stars, but their feet will walk the earth. They will possess many powers. They will be strong, yet tender. A message of love from God to the earth, and a prayer from the earth back to God. And the people came. Look at all the different people. But the people forgot. They forgot that they were a message of love and a prayer from the earth, and they began to argue about who knew God and who did not, and where God was and was not, and whether God was or was not. And often the people misused their powers and hurt one another or killed one another, and they hurt the earth, until finally even the forests started to die. That's a sad picture. And the rivers and the oceans and the plants and the animals and the earth itself, because the people could not remember who they were or where God was, until one day came a voice, like the growling of thunder, but as soft as butterfly sneezes. Please, stop. The voice seemed to come from the mountains who rumbled. Sometimes I see God swimming in the dark blue depths of the sea, and from the ocean whose side he is among the snow-capped peaks reflecting the sun. From the stone who said, I sometimes feel her breath as she blows by, and from the breeze who whispered, I feel his still presence as I dance among the rocks. And the star said, God is very close. And the island said, his love touches everything. And after a long, lonesome, and scary time, the people listened and began to hear and to see God in one another. And in the beauty of all the earth, and Old Turtle smiled. That's the end of this beautiful book, a wonderful reminder of who we are and who we belong to, what our responsibility is to the earth. And here comes my dog again to say hello. Her name is Chupa. She appears in the picture here in a minute. Come on, Chups, come on over here. So maybe you noticed towards the end of the book that the mountains and the stars and the animals began to see some things from each other's perspective. That means, like, if I was swimming, I might see something from a fish's perspective, even though I'm a human being. And in our households and in our families, it means that sometimes when our parents ask us to do stuff, we only see things from our point of view. I don't want to do that. Or I would rather do something else. But sometimes we need to step into our parents' shoes and go, oh, look, our parents really do need us to clean that up so we can get ready and go out for ice cream. That is looking at something from someone else's perspective. Parents like to go out for ice cream. Most do anyway. I do. So, one of the best ways to end an argument is to remember to look at things the way the other people see them, and maybe they'll start seeing things the way you see them. And so, let's have a pray after me prayer. Dear God, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful place, for the water and the dragonfly and the trees and my puppy dog and all of the beautiful things in this world that you have given us, both to love and enjoy, but also to take care of. And that didn't work as a pray after me, did it? Anyway, God, help us to take care of this beautiful earth. Amen.